Hey everyone, welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
Have you ever felt like the most placid surfaces, the really calm ones, they often hide the most turbulent depths underneath?
Oh, absolutely. Makes you wonder what's really going on.
Exactly. And that's precisely the unsettling feeling you get reading Tim Sullivan's The Bookseller. It starts off seeming like this, well, quiet tale, but it pulls you pretty quickly into a world full of hidden agendas and, frankly, deadly secrets.
hmm It really does. It begins, simply enough, the motor of a bookseller in
hmm
Bristol, but then it just unfurls, doesn't it, into this really fascinating detective story.
It does, and it makes you second guess everything, like every innocent chat, every old book.
Right.
So yeah, The Bookseller is crime fiction, a detective story, really. And the core of it is this investigation into the death of Edward Squire. He's a man deep in the rare book trade.
And leading the charge, so to speak, is Detective Sergeant George Cross.
Ah, D.S. Cross. Definitely a character you won't forget easily.
He's one of the best parts, I think. The character Sullivan creator just so engaging, Cross especially.
Yeah, what about him?
Well, his whole way of navigating the world is quite unique. You mentioned those escape routes he plans in meetings.
Uh-huh, yeah. That was something else.
Right. And his relationship, his dynamic with Audie, his partner, it just makes the whole investigation feel, I don't know, fresh, unpredictable maybe.
I totally agree. And it's not just Cross, is it? The whole subculture around rare book collecting is drawn so vividly.
Oh, definitely. You get this palpable sense of the rivalries bubbling away.
And the financial pressures, too. It's not all dusty books and quiet corners.
Not at all. And the pull of these valuable artifacts, these pieces of history, Sullivan really captures that. Think about the descriptions of Sotheby's or Squire's own shop.
Yeah, it really brings that world to life. It feels almost like another character in the book.
That's a great way to put it. And it's interesting how Sullivan uses that specific setting. This world built on value, authenticity, hidden histories.
It mirrors the
Yeah.
investigation itself, right?
Exactly. The layers of deception, the secrets Cross is trying to dig up, it all fits perfectly.
Now, we should talk about the plot. We were pretty gripped by the twists and turns, and there are quite a few.
Oh, yeah. Keeps you guessing.
Uh,
About the killer, the motive, all of it.
Definitely. But we also felt maybe the start of the book, it takes its time.
That's fair. It's a bit of a slow burn initially, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, a slow burn. It needs a bit of patience while it sets the scene, introduces all the players. There are quite a few characters to keep track of.
True. But I think that deliberate pacing pays off later. It lets Sullivan build this really rich atmosphere, this detailed world.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. It makes the later reveals hit harder, but if you're someone who wants action right away.
I may need to settle in for a bit, yeah.
Another thing we noticed, or at least I felt this way sometimes, some of the characters' motivations, they weren't always crystal clear right off the bat.
Interesting point. Like you're piecing them together as you go.
Exactly, which, can be part of the fun of a mystery, figuring people out, but early on, it maybe leaves you with a few questions.
I think that's maybe intentional. How Sullivan chooses to reveal character. He sort of peels back the layers slowly.
Adds to the mystery, you mean?
Yeah. It means your understanding of who these people are, it kind of evolves as you read. It's not all laid out for you up front.
Okay, that makes sense. So thinking about it overall, The Bookseller is, well, it's clever, it's atmospheric, it really pulled us into its world.
Kept us guessing, too,
Yeah.
right to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the intriguing characters, especially D.S. Cross, and that fascinating look into the rare book trade, I think we'd give The Bookseller a solid 4 out of 5 stars. What do you think?
I'd agree with that. 4 stars sounds right. It's definitely a book that sticks with you after you finish it.
Yeah.
It makes you think about, the stories behind objects, the secrets hidden under maybe quite refined surfaces.
That's a really good point. So if this deep dive has piqued your interest in The Bookseller, we definitely recommend checking it out.
Absolutely. It's a worthwhile read.
And to make it easy, we've put an Amazon link right there in the description below.
Convenient.
And hey, if you enjoyed this discussion, maybe take a second to like this and subscribe to the show. That way you won't miss our future deep dives.
Yeah, your support really helps us keep doing these explorations, finding more fascinating stories and worlds to talk about.
We'd also love to hear from you. What stood out most from our chat about The Bookseller? Was there a favorite moment or maybe something that surprised you?
Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going.
Yeah, please do. And feel free to share this with anyone else you think might enjoy digging into this kind of intriguing book with us. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you. Until our next deep dive, happy reading.